Yeah.
What's up, guys? I'm here on MVY Radio in Martha's Vineyard. We're going to go live on the air right now to talk up our festival and hang out with my man Rich here. So thanks for stopping by and check it out. Get your tickets for Outermost Roots and Blues.
MVY Radio, brand new from Patrick Watson right there, and we had Will Hogue before that with Another Planet. What's happening, everybody? Rich Rogers here hanging out with you. It is now time for Essential MVY. We're doing a live version of Essential MVY. We got the one and only G Love in the house. What's happening, G?
Yo, what up, Rich? What's up, Martha's Vineyard and around the world listeners? Thank you for tuning in for this special segment.
Yeah, so we're here. We're helping out. We're teaming up with G and his whole team for Outermost Roots and Blues Festival, October 11th and 12th at Nauset Beach. But let's get into it. All right, you're a Philly guy. Everyone knows you represent Philly. We all know, okay? All right, we know. Eagles are 4-0. We know. But, I mean, to Massachusetts, Boston, Cape Cod, you have strong ties. Why don't you give our listeners a little background on how you ended up on Cape Cod?
Well, so I moved from Philadelphia to Boston in 1992 to be a street musician. So I got my start playing out there in Harvard Square and on the T. And that led to me getting some of my very first gigs. My very first gigs were at the bakery at the Middle East in Cambridge and the infamous Rathskeller in the Loft. And those gigs led me to meeting my drummer, Jeffrey Clemens, who was a well-respected drummer around town. And we played our very first G Love and Special Sauce gig at the Tam O'Shanter in Brookline. So anyways, we got signed. I moved back to Philly on a day off. I met a woman, day off in Boston, I met a woman. We had a relationship, and we had our amazing son, Aiden, and we were in Philadelphia. Well, that didn't work out. And she moved back to Boston. So I moved back to Boston in 2004. And my parents moved to Cape Cod in 2010, and we fell in love, and then we've been there ever since. So I've been a proud even though I am Philly born and bred and bleed green, I'm a proud Massachusetts resident now for over 21 years in a row.
Wow. Yeah. And it's amazing because, to see you every once in a while, you're playing around the Cape. You pop in at Hog Island. There's a Wachusett Country Club or something, or
Wachusett.
Yeah, I see you play there every once in a while.
Yeah. So
it's like over those 21 years, you've really honed in and become pretty much a local to the area. It seems.
I'm a Washoe.
Yeah. That's all right. I married a Washoe, so they're all right, I guess. But we're here. We're gonna talk a little bit more about Outermost Roots and Blues Festival. We're actually gonna give away a pair of tickets right now. If you call 508-693-5000, you can win a pair of tickets to Outermost. So, gee, can we do a couple songs maybe?
Yeah,
do a
for
song,
sure.
Then we'll talk about Outermost.
Yeah. Well, this is I'm out here with my wife Kelsey, who is the phones are lighting up. The phones are lighting up. Come on right now for the free tickets to Outermost.
They're calling the wrong number.
They're calling the wrong number. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Call the other number. What's the number again?
693-5000. You're gonna call that line to win.
508 area code. Anyways, my wife Kelsey Dutton. It's our 6th anniversary this week, so I want to play this one that I wrote for my wife, and this one's called "She's the Rock," and this is from the record "The Juice," which we were just talking off air, produced by the amazing Kebmo. And here it goes like this. Well, she's the rock to my road. She's the wind, I'm the flag flipping on the pole. She's the honey, I'm the bee. Well, she's the knocking of my neck. She's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock that lets me roll. Let me roll, baby. Well, she's a snowflake snowflake falling on the clouds. She's a rock star rocket, and I'm a screaming crowd. She's the wave, and I'm the backspin. She's the last second shot now, and overtime win. She's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock that lets me roll. She's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock that lets me roll. Let me roll. Well, she's the rock that lets me roll. I'm the shovel, and she the treasure in the hole. She the grape, I'm the vine. She's the glass of that fine Cali wine. She's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock that lets me roll. Yeah. Well, now the telephone ringing and she's the call. She's a graffiti writer, and I'm the writing on the wall. She's the egg, and I'm a frying pan. Well, she's a good-looking woman, and I'm a loving man. She's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock that lets me roll. Let me roll. Ooh, she's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock that lets me roll. I'm gonna take it to the bridge, take it to the bridge, right? I know I can't live without her. I'm gonna tell all the world about her. She must have some superpower. For all I know, she's the wind behind my sail. She never lets me fail, no, when I'm falling. She picks me up and dusts me off, and she's the honey for my call. But this love can never stop. It gets better every day till the end. Ooh, she my best friend. So I'm singing it once again. She's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock, she's the rock that lets me roll. Roll, 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 roll. Let me roll. Let me roll. Let me roll.
MVY Radio. That's G Love live in the studio right now. So G, so when you sing a song like that, that's obviously very personal about your wife and everything about it. When you're singing those on stage, is there a little more feeling to those than obviously every song has great feeling for you, but one that's that personal, does it bring out a little bit more for you?
Yeah, I think for sure there's all the songs bring out a different feeling or a different energy. But yeah, for sure those songs that are very close to your heart. I try to write more songs like that as time goes on and really try to capture a feeling that's personal, but that other people can relate to. So I think that's everything about music, trying to do that, trying to make something that's deeply personal. And it could be something that's happy like that, or something that's sad, or whatever it is, but something that you really feel a connection to and feel sincerely about. Because if you have a song like that, you can keep connecting to it over and over again as the years go on, and other people can connect to it, and that's what we're trying to do is just make a connection,
Yeah, and I know we're on the radio, but you guys should have seen the smile on his face while he was singing it. So.
Hey man, I'm trying to have a good night, man. I'm on a date with my wife. And she's like in the other room, like, oh my god.
All right, let's steer it back.
Okay,
steer it back.
Okay, let's go.
Let's get into Outermost.
Okay.
All right, so this is happening October 11th and 12th. G Love, why don't you talk about that a little bit, the lineup, how many years, and what you got in the future for it?
Yeah, so this is our 5th year. It started off as the Cape Cod Roots and Blues Fest, and then COVID hit, And so we were on hiatus for a couple years, brought it back as the Outermost Roots and Blues Festival with a new team, and it's been amazing. So this is an event by and for the community. This Outermost Roots and Blues is, it's total grassroots mom and pops. And not to keep talking about my wife all day, but she's a festival. She's the main festival producer, and also Robert Velosevich is here too. He's our another producer that's producing the festival with us. But this is mom and pops, and the goal is to bring all of the musical network that I've been a part of over the last 30 years of my career, and that encompasses a lot of different kind of music, right? Everything from the blues to hip hop to reggae to rock and roll, to folk music, everything, and to bring all of these different genres together, people that I've had the opportunity to connect with before, but yeah, that's it. To be able to curate a festival has always been a dream of mine, and that's the most wonderful thing about being a musician, is to get to be a fan as well, to get to know and get to make music and enjoy the music from other musicians. So this is a dream come true, and like I said, it's for the people, by the people.
Yeah.
We the people.
Yes. And I just, you talked about the different styles of music that you bring to Outermost, and I think me as, I love jam bands, I love the blues, I love hip hop, and for you to bring, a couple like hip hop-ish artists to the Cape is just, it's so refreshing to me. Little Stranger's gonna be, if you guys haven't seen these guys, check them out, make sure they're on your checkout list. They're gonna be wild. They're gonna be wild.
Yeah, they're wild.
Mahali does a little reggae-ish, little hip hop thing. Now you got added our Martha's Vineyard buddy, Chadwick Stokes.
Man, I'm so excited. I've been friends with Chad and the guys in Dispatch for a long time, and since COVID, actually no, Chad Stokes and the Pintos played our second year, so he's alumni, and then since COVID, Dispatch has taken me out on tour 2 summers out of the last 4 years. So it's really cool. We just got to spend a whole summer together, coast to coast, and Dispatch is amazing. Chad is one of the most unique and gifted songwriters that I've ever come across. I mean, his songwriting is so, it's I don't really like to use the word quirky, but it is quirky, but I just think he's such an original, he's a musical genius, and lyrically, he's way up on a very high level. And on top of that, he's just a wonderful person. And on top of that, he's a Martha's Vineyard resident. So come on, Chad Stokes, where you at, bro? Let's go.
I know. We're hoping maybe he's gonna stop by, but I'm sure he's busy with kids and everything, and just spending time at home. Robert Randolph, come on.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that thing, talk about on fire. That dude's gonna set that place.
Yeah.
That slide is gonna be on fire.
I was just saying to Robert and Kelsey that Robert Randolph is, I think, one of the greatest guitar players ever, period, in the history of anyone playing the guitar. And if you don't know Robert, he plays a kind of guitar called the lap steel guitar, which came out of him performing at his church as a young man, and they call it the sacred steel. So it's a certain thing that he does, but he does the sacred steel. And it's kind of a contemporary blues thing in a way. But he's going to be joining G Love and Special Sauce along with Christy Lee as our special guest for our Sunday set. And Christy Lee is a wonderful soul singer from Mobile, Alabama. And so she's got the pipes, man. So we're going to be
church on Sunday.
It's gonna be, yeah, when I look at the lineup, and actually I have it right here. You want to?
Yeah.
You want to read it?
No, you go. It's your thing.
But when I look at this lineup and just knowing all these bands and what everybody brings to the table, it's just going to be an amazing couple of days of music. But so on Saturday, Bumping Uglies, a Maryland-based hip hop, rock and roll, reggae band. These guys are great and really starting to take off right now. Mahali, who we mentioned formerly from the band Twiddle. If you guys love jam bands, Mahali's solo project is more based around reggae, songwriting, with a hip hop influence. Little Stranger, who's really taken the scene by storm in the last 5 years, and they do a live hip hop presentation. And these guys are wild. And if you like hip hop like I do, these guys have the skills to pay the bills. All right. G Love and Special Sauce. I'm gonna be performing with my big band on Saturday, which has members of Slightly Stoopid, members of John Brown's Body, and just Jimmy Jazz, the original member of Special Sauce, and some of the greatest Boston-based musicians in that unit. And then everyone's gonna jam. And then on a side stage that day, we have Anthony Michael, Soul Gyres, Nicky and the Barn Boys, a Cape Cod favorite. Sunday, we have Grammy award-winning Cedric Burnside. If you love the blues like I do, that's R.L. Burnside's grandson, and he's a wonderful artist and an amazing man. Ron Ortiz too.
Wow.
He's played the festival. This will be his third year playing the festival, and he is born on the North Shore of Hawaii. Ron is one of 12 siblings, and his brother Thunderstorm Ortiz almost won The Voice, I think. But Ron brings, he could be like Jimi Hendrix one time, and then like James Taylor another time. Like what he can do with his voice and his guitar, both acoustic and electric, is unbelievable. And then we have G Love and Special Sauce featuring Robert Randolph and Christy Lee, and then Steel Pulse is the headliner on Sunday. Yeah. And if I'm going to be 53 this week. If you're my generation and you love Steel Pulse, and if you are a person that just listens to new reggae, you got to get down with the roots of Steel Pulse, man. You got to bring it back and rally around the flag. And then on the side stage, we have Christy Lee, Boston's own Van Gordon Martin, and Wildflower Lane, a new band from Orleans.
Wow.
So it's going to be amazing.
And,
and Chadwick Stokes!
Yeah, Chadwick on Saturday, right?
Chadwick's going to be on Saturday doing a special acoustic set. Yeah,
I mean, come on, people. Never, that doesn't happen. Chadwick doing a solo acoustic, just, you don't never see it. You know?
Yeah.
So to have that up there is just a little more special. Not special sauce, but a little special, you know. Oh, and we'll throw in Van Gordon in there.
Yeah.
We'll throw Van in there. I mean, one of the great guitar players in the Boston scene and around. He's out. I was texting with him the other day, trying to get him to help me out do some reggae stuff. He's like, "Oh, I'm out in Colorado with John Brown's Body."
Okay.
And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, Van is such a unique guitar player, and he's one of my favorite people just in general. So really excited. Van's gonna be in the G Love and Special Sauce big band as well. And dude, yeah, the guitar players that are showing up at this thing, Mahali, Ron Ortiz, Robert Randolph, there's a young man who we know as Little Kebmo, who is from Orleans as well, who is going to be around.
Oh.
He's usually on tour with Kebmo, but he's home, and his mother told me he's going to come sit in with us as well. So the amount of guitar players, it's going to be a guitar off at some point. If you like guitar playing, man, you're going to be at the right festival.
And MDY listeners, he was just talking about Little Keb Mo, Little Keb. You recognize him from our summer concert series. You played with Rebecca Correa this past summer, and you guys saw him firsthand on an acoustic guitar. Wait till you see him on an electric guitar. It's going to blow your mind. So, want to do another song?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's give away another pair of tickets also. 508-693-5000. I think that's too many zeros. 508-693-5000. Call and you get a pair of tickets to Outermost. Here's some G Love for you.
All right. No need to pull some weight around. I ain't gonna sit there like a clown and just fool around, no. I'm taking what I earned to be taken. Don't you know you only get stronger when your heart is aching low.
me, I had enough to fool around with some red tape, you know. It's a big mistake, yeah, it's just a fake. And we are human, there's no reason to be taking it. All love and harmony, we'll surely be making it. Our love and harmony, yeah, yeah. Our love and harmony, yeah. Alright. Should we choose to be our tactics in this age of feel good tactics? I don't know. And me, I had enough of fooling around with some red tape. It's just a fake, you know. And it's a big mistake now. From the physical to the spiritual, all our workings will be so critical. Our orphans and mental sour. Yes, you know the ornamental shall be so pure. And we won't sweat this expanse in this new millennium. We just raise them through the fog, up in the healing God now. The next awakening is you. We are human, there's no reason to be taking it. Some honor and harmony, but shall it be me? Honor and harmony, honor and harmony, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right now, could we stay toe to toe, see eye to eye with a little bit of honor and harmony? Next awakening is you. Next awakening is you. Next awakening is you. The next awakening is you. Yeah. All right.
MBY Radio, G Love live in studio. We're talking Outermost Roots and Blues Festival. We're talking G. Let's talk a little Philly right now. Do you get back very often?
You know, I don't really, just because I don't like to leave the Cape.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I go back when I have gigs now, you
Yeah.
know, because actually, you know, like I said, all my family's up in Massachusetts now. My sister lives in Charlestown with her family, and my parents are also in Orleans, where we are. And actually, this past weekend, I was down in Maryland at the Oceans Calling Festival with OAR and friends, and DJ Jazzy Jeff was there, and so it was cool to see another Philly cat, man. And I ran into some of his entourage guys that I had known from back in the day, and but yeah, man. Philadelphia is a wonderful city. It's a wonderful musical city, and you know, a lot of what I do has to do with, you know, where I was born and raised, and the influences, musical and just cultural, that I was, you know, that I was brought up in, and I always thought that Philly had something very unique, and it must have been in the water.
Yeah.
Not the water, the water.
Water.
Water. WUDDER. That's how we say it in Philly, the water.
Yeah, PJ he went to Non-Com last year and saw this band Snack Time.
Oh, I heard about
You know
them.
those dudes? Man, get to know those. Those dudes are legit. They started 2020 out in the streets in Philly. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
2025, they're headlining. They're finishing Newport Folk this year.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I do know those guys because I played on something. I don't know what it was, but I played on a festival or a cruise with them.
Yeah.
and did get to rap with some of those guys. Yeah,
That's a fun group
That's
of guys.
cool,
Right?
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
good to see those guys. And,
Yeah.
you know, Philly, you got Don McCloskey.
yeah. Don
Big
played the
T.
festival last
Yeah.
year.
Hey, he stayed at my house.
No way.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I've known Don for a long time. He was here 2 years ago. He played our summer concert series.
That's cool. When are you gonna get G Love, man?
Next year, you guys heard it. It's on tape, all right? He loves playing the summer concert series. Sign him up, PJ.
I was just saying, we used to do, you know, I used to play. I've had some really cool shows out here on Martha's Vineyard. One that, well, of course, I played my buddy Philly Phil DeRosa.
Yes, Philly D.
Philly D. He would book us playing over at Flatbreads.
Oh,
And,
nice.
and we had some good shows there, and then one show that I recall, I think it was maybe my last club play out here was at the Ritz.
Oh, the Ritz.
And it was like I felt like I was in a juke joint in Mississippi, but I was in Martha's Vineyard. I was just playing solo acoustic, but man, it was popping off so hard. It was crazy, man.
People don't understand the Ritz. I tell any musician that comes here, you
crazy.
haven't played the Vineyard till you played the Ritz.
Okay, man. That place is sick.
Yeah, Susan
Yeah.
Tedeschi just did a pop-in over
No,
there a couple weeks ago.
that's
Yeah,
so cool.
sat in with Rose Guerin and did
Okay.
Angel from Montgomery out of nowhere.
Oh wow.
yeah,
That's cool.
so that's the kind of thing that happened at the Ritz. You know, and the history there. All right, next weekend we got the Fried Chicken Festival.
Oh, in New Orleans,
Yeah,
yeah.
this, I was looking at this. This line
Yeah.
was talk about some great hip hop and
Yeah, this is like a hip hop festival, and then there's us
yeah,
on it.
the lineup was awesome. I
Yeah.
was like, man, that's gonna be a fun time.
So I think I'm gonna play. Yeah, actually, I think Christy Lee is coming over from Mobile, and we're gonna run the tunes that we're gonna do at the festival. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a really hip hop centric set there because I don't know, man. My brain kind of works funny because I'm always trying to be different than everybody. Because last time we did a real hip hop bass lineup, it was G Love with Special Sauce opening up for Method Man or Redman and Method Man.
Yes, please.
And I kind of did more of a jammy set, and my bass player was like, "But what? Why'd you just do that? Like this is a hip hop show. Like do hip hop." So I'm gonna do hip hop in New Orleans.
Yeah. All right, I got to bring this up. What does this mean to you? These turn Ben Stein on.
Okay. Is that was the name of the show?
Yeah, that was the name of the show.
Turn Ben Stein on.
Yes, I looked it up today.
Really? I thought it was the Ben Stein show. Well, anyways, so we got
This
the
is amazing.
call to be the house band on not Win Ben Stein's Money, but he did a kind of a talk show kind of vibe that I guess was called Turn Ben
Yeah.
Stein On.
That's what it says on the internet. The internet would never lie to me, G.
Right. So, anyways, yeah, that was so for 2 weeks because they filmed the whole season in 2 weeks. I was staying out there in the Rockabro Hyatt on Sunset Boulevard and had a great 2 weeks being the house band for Ben Stein and yeah, a lot of. I remember Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons came through, and he was funny because first of all, you know, he's a real womanizer, and like I was talking about, Aiden's mom was sitting in the front, and so every commercial break when I had to play, he would get out of the seat with Ben Stein and go sit next to my girlfriend and hit on her, and I'm like, dude,
Wow.
what is with this guy? And so then Gene Simmons said to the band, does anybody want to wear a Kiss shirt? So Jimmy Jazz was like, yeah, I want to wear a Kiss shirt. So Jimmy Jazz wore a Kiss shirt, and he wore it for the whole show. And then right after the show, he goes, hey, can I get that T-shirt back? You can't make this stuff
Yeah,
up.
no, that's amazing.
And then D.L. Hewley was on, and I remember he said, man, these guys are trying to make it out of the garage, man. Something like that. Yeah, that was
I had to show Ricka this morning on the boat. I was like, you got to see this. This is amazing. It was 2001, I think.
Sounds about
Your
right.
hair was like way down
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It was that. It must have been just such a cool thing though, just to do a whole season in a week. It must have been amazing.
It was kind of I remember my drummer, who's Jeff Clemens from Randolph, Massachusetts. His number one influences are Larry David and Woody Allen. So he had a great time on the show and was really good talking back and forth to Ben Stein, and I was not good at that. At that time in my life, I really felt uncomfortable doing that. But luckily, Jeff stepped up and was able to do the banter. So yeah,
Yeah.
give me another shot, man.
We got Phillies playing on Saturday. They got some days off till Saturday. You think the Phils can make a run at the
Yeah,
World
man.
Series?
I hope they can,
Got
man.
a good time going.
Yeah.
The Eagles 4-0, the Phillies in the playoffs.
Come on, man. We're trying to have a good time in Massachusetts now. Come on, Rich. Stop.
All right, I got a couple names for you. See if anyone can
Okay.
pick up on these. Talib Kweli, Black Thought, Billy Strings, Lindsey Buckingham, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Kev Mo, Tommy Lee, Gwen Stefani.
Oh, they all have my birthday?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Because I
All
knew
those
that
people.
Well, I know Keb and Gwen and I shared a birthday, and Stevie Ray, but I didn't know Billy Strings
Yeah.
was also a Libra. That's so
Yeah.
cool, man.
Black Thought from the Roots.
I didn't know. That's
Yeah.
crazy too, because that's crazy because I've been friends with Tariq Trotter, aka Black Thought. You know, we all graduated high school in Philadelphia in 1991, and that's why I said something about growing up in Philadelphia was such a huge part, especially in my music, in my everything. We grew up. I don't know if you've ever read his book. It's called The Upcycled Self, but it's an amazing book to read about his backstory, and he really had a tough life, and has gone on to just be such a visionary MC and just community member, and obviously such a huge entertainer. So it's been really wild to watch the Roots trajectory, because we all started as street
That's
musicians
awesome.
on South Street in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that, like you said, that just must have been that whole era of Philly music.
It was wild. It was wild to
So
be.
many names came out of there.
It was wild to be, in Philly, and in the middle, in the first third of my career, and watch what those guys were doing, because they would have this thing called Black Lily, and it was a jam session, and it was like an incubator for talent, and everybody was coming to Philadelphia to record with the Roots, and at this place called The Studio, Larry Gold's place, and DJ Jazzy Jeff also had his studio. And Philadelphia is the epicenter of hip hop, and the Roots were bringing this thing called neo soul into it. So a lot of people were coming through, and a lot of big records were getting made there. So you could be at this Black Lily thing, and Erykah Badu would show up. We were just talking about her in the car. Jill Scott she was not even she was just part of the scene, and then it catapulted her to an amazing. Because that song that Erykah Badu broke for the Roots, if you are worried about, that was Jill Scott wrote that, if I'm not mistaken. She was gonna sing it. She did sing it, but then because Erykah was having such a moment, then they brought her in to sing it for the business side of everything, and obviously it was a huge hit. But yeah, so much music, man. So I was happy to be able to experience that and soak that up and be a part of it.
Yeah, pretty amazing. All right, let's go shout out some sponsors or anything.
Oh,
for
yeah, well,
Outermost.
yeah,
Don't
like
let you get in trouble with the manager.
You and my wife, the boss. But yes, like I mentioned before, Outermost Roots and Blues is October 11th and 12th, and right across the pond here at Nauset Beach in Orleans, Massachusetts. And like I said, it's a community event, and we wouldn't be able to pull it off without so many of our local sponsors, because we don't have a lot of festivals have backing from Live Nation and C3, but this is truly independent festival. So that being said, we can do it without our amazing sponsors, Cape Associates, an amazing construction company based out of Orleans and Eastham on Cape there. Also Hog Island Brewery, and big shout out to our partner in crime and music, not crime, but our partner in Outermost, Mike McNamara. Big shouts out to PSD Construction, Palimas, Sever and De Silva. Big shouts out to Josh Sellers for bringing that delicious wine. I want to give a big shouts out to Roll Call and South Shore Buds for helping us out with my G Love Backyard Burner pre-roll. I don't know if I'm even allowed to talk about that on the radio, but and the FCC going to be calling OGLOVE, but you know how that goes. I'll be going like the wind. And but yeah, big shouts out to everybody on Cape and all of our sponsors. And yeah, man, and especially to all the people that have been coming to see us and all the musicians that are coming in from out of town. Anybody else? Kels, did I get everybody? Did I get everybody?
She's gone.
Oh, she's gone.
You're in trouble. She's gone.
But let me just look on this. And of course, MVY Radio. Big shout out to you guys because you guys have been giving us a lot of support. So thank you. Coast Cannabis, Sun Cruiser, Seaside Cannabis Co., Dogfish Head. I'm sure I'm missing people, but we love you all and couldn't do it without the support of the community. What?
Yeah, get your tickets now. Outermost Roots and Blues Festival happening October 11th and 12th down at Nauset Beach. It's a fun time. Trust me, especially if you're here on Cape and even just within a nice little drive. It's well worth it. Well put together, G. You guys do a great job with it. I went last year. It's just,
Thank you.
You know, that's not easy what you guys are pulling off up there with the transportation, things like that for
Yeah.
people getting around. But you guys have free parking all over town for everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Also, big shouts out to Tana Orleans. Nate Sears and the Natural Resources have and the. You know, the police department, the fire department. It's crazy to see. You know, we say like it takes a village. This is really like a little New England village, like coming together to make this thing happen. And you can get tickets at outermostfestival.com.
All right. You want to take us out with a song?
Yeah, I would love
One more.
to.
This is G Love here, live.
Well, I woke up this morning, rainbow filled the sky. Says I woke up this morning, rainbow filled the sky. Well, that was God telling me everything gonna be alright. Everything gonna be alright, motherfucker. So long, good friend. I say when we will meet again. So long, good friend. I said when we will meet again. And shouts out to the brother Jack Johnson, who played the festival last year. We recorded this one back in 1999. Well, I won't know, but I guess I'ma see you then. I see it in old friend. I says I woke up this morning, rainbow filled the sky. I woke up this morning. That's God telling me everything gonna be alright. I'm gonna pack this old guitar now. See, I got to move on down the road. Old guitar. I pack this old guitar now, 'cause I gotta move on down the road. Where I go, I don't know. But you know that I got to go. You know I gotta go. I says I woke up this morning,
G Love. Thanks, G. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Rich.
We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thanks, Rika. Thanks, everybody out here in Martha's Vineyard. Love y'all.
You're listening to MBY.
Sweet. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I was gonna say you need some air.
We nailed it.
Grab a
Fucking
picture real
nailed
quick. Yeah.
Hey, yo, get your tickets for outermostrootsandblues.com. Love you guys. Thanks for stopping by.
That was great.